There we go. We're live, just in time. Well, not really. I'm very late. Unfortunately, could only make it to the start of the second half here. We got 9:40 on the clock in the third quarter. Atlanta with a 10-7 lead, and they just had a deep bomb to Drake London to get it into Saints territory. Welcome on in, everybody, to Football for Fun. Here we go. We are Panthers fans on this channel, and we are really hoping that Atlanta comes through today to win against the Saints and send Carolina to the playoffs. Now, the loss yesterday for us still stings. The best we can go is 8-9 to win the division. Kind of lame, I understand, but we will take it. We would like to go to the playoffs. So, Atlanta, let's get it done here. 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line for Kirk Cousins. One of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, by the way. Here we go, man. Kirko, dropping back. Pressure's coming, he flicks it away. Okay, it's going to be incomplete. That's too bad. That's too bad. So, I haven't watched this game super closely the whole time. I've just kind of kept an eye on it, see what the score is and all that. And seems like Atlanta's done pretty well in this game. It seems like they've just kind of led for most of it. So, as long as they continue that, we're good. We're good. And if they don't, it's going to hurt. But so far, it's been looking pretty good if you're a Panthers fan. All right, here we go. This is a 3rd and 9 here from the New Orleans 33-yard line. Shotgun formation for Kirko. He's dropping back to pass. They're bringing pressure. He gets rid of it. It's incomplete. And if anything, it was nearly picked off. Okay, so Atlanta's facing a 4th and 9 now at the Saints 33. I'm going to guess they're going to opt to kick the field goal. All right. That's fine. They had the deep throw to Drake London to get them to the Saints 34, and you just think after that, yeah, they're going to put some points on the board. You would have thought that it'd be more than 3, though, after that. Brad Gonzalez, the former Panthers kicker, among other teams as well, going out there for a 51-yard attempt. Zane, come on, man, the sleeper agent for Carolina. Get the job done here, buddy. 51, the kick is up, and that looks good. That's going to be good. Atlanta extends the lead, 13-7. Oh, wait, hang on. There's a flag. Shoot. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's give it a minute. Yeah, okay. It sounds like it's going to be on New Orleans, but it'll be just a 5-yard penalty. So they should just keep the field goal. Yeah, New Orleans was offsides. They declined the penalty, so the field goal is good. The score is 13-7. Atlanta with the lead. 8:50 to go in the third quarter. Again, I don't like either team. I'm not going to lie, but I do despise the Saints more than any other team. So I would be rooting for Atlanta anyway. It just makes it much sweeter that if they do hold on and win today, Carolina goes to the playoffs. So hopefully that will be what happens. We'll see. We got a commercial break here. Falcons playing the Saints. Alright, I'm really nervous that Atlanta's going to blow it here, but again, it's looked good. This has looked good for the Falcons early on here. They just have to not choke. Can they just avoid choking here? That'd be something. Looking around the leagues, there are a lot of interesting games on. The Colts currently lead the Texans, who apparently have put Davis Mills in the game. Not sure why they are doing that. I guess they've decided they are okay with a loss today. Also, them giving up 24 points to the Colts and a backup quarterback is a little bit concerning, I gotta say. I'm not sure what to make of that. I don't want to overreact, but Houston, what's going on? The Giants lead the Cowboys by 14 points. I guess the Giants don't want a better draft pick. Okay. That's fine. The Browns lead the Bengals, and we are on record watch there to see if Myles Garrett breaks the sack record. And I don't think he's had a sack in the game yet, unfortunately. We are definitely rooting for Myles Garrett to get that record today. That's too bad. Hopefully he will get a sack in that game. Only a quarter left. Ugh. The Vikings are winning the most boring game of the weekend as we expected, 13-0 over Green Bay, and Clayton Tune leading the way there. Yeah, it's okay. Green Bay doesn't care about that game. The Jags are embarrassing the Titans. That's unfortunate for Tennessee. Man, the Jags, they're a team to watch in the AFC, huh? I mean, if Trevor keeps playing the way he's been playing, they could go all the way. Which sounds crazy, but I think it's true. I don't think he's going to continue to play that well. Eventually, he's going to have an off day, but I mean, shout out to Trevor, man. Balling out. Still have a commercial break here. We await the return of the game, and here we go. Should be getting back to it real soon. All right. Here we go. We got Atlanta kicking off here shortly. So the Saints are going to take possession. If they are able to score a touchdown on this drive, they will take the lead most likely. So we need Atlanta's defense to come up big here and get a stop. That would be nice. The graphics in the Atlanta Stadium, it's visitors 7. They don't even put the Saints up. That's awesome. I like that. We should do that in Carolina. I as much as I hate the Saints, I do acknowledge the hatred between franchises. You know, it's Saints Falcons. That's the main rivalry, and we don't have the same hatred that those two teams do. Personally, though, I hate the Saints. All right, so Saints are gonna get the ball, and hopefully the Falcons' defense continues to play well. The Saints are missing a lot of players. We've talked about this already a lot leading up to this game. Chris Olave shouldn't be out there. They're already missing like 2 or 3 running backs. It's just, they're very, very depleted on offense. So, 8:44 to go in the third quarter here. Just Atlanta, hold on for dear life, man. 1st and 10 for Shuck and New Orleans. Let's see what they do here. Oh, it looks like they're talking about the spot of the ball. So that's holding up. That's why we're taking so long to get to the next play, you guys. They're taking their sweet time here. Nice. All right. Oh man, Myles Garrett got so close to getting that sack record in that game. So close. Burrow wasn't letting it happen. All right. Okay, here we go. Finally, starting this drive at the 33. New Orleans gonna hand this ball off to Estime, who's only gonna get about 3 yards. Good to see. Good to see. Good job, defense. Don't let him get too far. All right. All right. Oh, shoot. Was Justin Jefferson ruled out of the Vikings game? Bruh. So he's not going to get his 1,000 yards, is he? That's so lame. You got to feel for Jefferson, man. That's so lame. Oh, wait, never mind. Jefferson got 85 receiving yards. No, we're good. Hey, good job, Justin Jefferson. Oh, no, wide open Saints receiver across midfield. Come on, Atlanta. What are you doing? You got to play some defense out there. Good grief. I mean, he was just wide open. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got a handoff here in 1st and 10. He is swallowed up. No gain that time. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 49 coming up. Yeah. Okay, please, Atlanta, don't leave any more receivers open. That's not going to cut it. We're not doing that here. We're trying to win, not lose. Don't throw this game. All right. New Orleans dropping back to pass. Shuck gets that wide open again, but he dropped it. Let's go. That would have been a 1st down, but he could not hold on. Come on, man. I mean, I'm glad he dropped that, but how do you drop that? Didn't we send XL to the Saints? Does Lee get out there? I'm sorry, that's mean. That's Austin Jr., not a very featured Saints receiver. Again, they're out a lot of players, a lot of injured guys missing this game, so I'm guessing Austin is one of those guys trying to step up here and fill a void. 3rd and 9 here at the Atlanta 49. It is going to go to the tight end. He's going to make a move, and he's going to go down around the 43-yard line. Okay. He's going to be well short of the 1st down by about 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 4. And the Saints offense is staying out there. Okay, come on, Atlanta. Come on. This is a big one, man. We get a turnover and downs here. We're looking good. Come on, Atlanta. Just do not let them convert this. It's 4 yards. Shuck, empty backfield. Bringing pressure. They're going to bring 5. Shuck, he's got time. Great protection. My goodness. And he throws. And it is, oh my gosh. He caught that on the sideline. That's Juwan Johnson. He found space in the sideline. Great throw by Tyler Shuck. He got it over the defender barely. I mean, that's perfectly thrown on the run. Good grief, Atlanta. What are you doing? It's 1st and 10 New Orleans. They stay on offense. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That was a great throw by Shuck. Just a great play. Thrown across his body to his left, and then just he's on the run. Ball at the 29 now. They hand it off, and they're only going to get about 2 yards. Honestly, I don't know why New Orleans keeps trying to run the ball. They obviously can't. It is not happening here. But, yeah, the passing game seems to be working. Good grief. We're going to have to hope that Atlanta steps up here. They can give up a field goal, just not a touchdown. It's fine. All right, in the Cowboys-Giants game, this is something we speculated would happen, but Dak Prescott is done for the day and the season as of the 30 minutes ago. So, interesting. Got a run here on 2nd and 8. Got about half the yardage, actually, so it'll be another 3rd and 4. Yeah, so the Giants are going to win their game. That, I mean, yeah, it might as well happen, I guess. Sure. Yeah, not a whole lot interesting going on around the league right now. A lot of these results just don't even matter. They might affect the seeding, but like the Houston game, they're down 1 by right now, but I don't think that's going to matter a whole lot. They'll get the 5 or the 6. I don't know if they particularly care. Got a run on 3rd and 4, and he's going to get swallowed up for no gain. I'm surprised to see a team that can't run the ball run it on 3rd and 4. They got 1 yard apparently, so it'll be 4th and 3. All right, just need 1 stop here, because I assume they're going for it again. I feel like you don't run it on 3rd and 4 if you're not going to go for it here. And they're lined up to go for it, so Atlanta, please, this time, get the stop. Don't leave a guy open again. Here we go. 4th and 3 at the 22 of Atlanta. Player in motion, Shuck. Dropping back to pass. Wide open at the 19, across the 15. Taysom Hill takes it inside the 10. I mean, he was just wide open. Nobody's guarding him. I mean, Hill went in motion on that play. You would think that somebody would have their eyes on him, because you should probably have your eyes on the guy who goes in motion. 1st and goal from the 9.5. Shuck. He's facing pressure. He's going to throw this ball away. Good job that time by Atlanta. Wish they could do that every time, huh? All right. 2nd and goal from 9.5 yards out. Again, you can give up the field goal here. That's not as big of a deal. But do not give up the touchdown, please. 3:32 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Time very much a factor in this game, of course. Every possession matters. 18 minutes of game action away from learning who will go to the playoffs in the NFC South. Player in motion, Shuck, is under center. I think that's Esime in the backfield. Shuck takes the snap, hands this ball off. Actually, a good run. My goodness, he got the touchdown there. What the heck, Atlanta? They call him short. I'm pretty sure he was across the goal line, but we'll see on the replay. That's Esime, who got some really good blocks from the offensive line, and he was smart to be patient that time instead of running into his linemen. They're in hurry-up offense here, 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. I'm surprised they aren't looking at that, because that was a touchdown. And on 3rd and goal from the half-yard line, he's short. Okay, I mean, that works out. I'm pretty sure that run on 2nd and goal was a touchdown. Let's see the replay here, because they're showing it. Let's see. Was his knee down? No, that was a touchdown. I think. Oh, wait, no. No, they got it right, actually. Dang, yeah, his thigh's down on the ground, half a yard short of the goal line. Okay, actually, great call by the refs. I haven't been able to say that a whole lot lately, but that was a great call by the refs. Okay, it's 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it, of course. Shuck, dropping back to pass. Pressure's coming. Come on, get him. Oh my gosh, he escaped and he threw. Wide open. It is a touchdown. Are you kidding me? There's a flag here, though. Let's see. Please be on the Saints. I cannot believe they didn't bring him to the ground there. Whoo! All right. Offensive pass interference is going to negate the touchdown. Let's go. That's very fortunate. I mean, they should have scored on this drive. Absolutely. Should have gotten it into the end zone. Yeah, that looks like PI. Yep, can't do that. Can't do that. No wonder he was so wide open. All right. So it's still 4th and goal. I think they're going to kick the field goal from here. I mean, let's see. They are lining up for the field goal. Okay, Atlanta, you guys tried your best to mess that up, but you kind of came through in the end, so thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Smith, or Smythe, I think you say Smith there. Charlie Smith? Honestly, don't know. From the 29 yards out, come on. Block it. Miss it. And, it's good. Okay. Barely good. It looked like he might go right on that one. All right, the score is now 13-10. Atlanta keeps the lead. Just hold on for another quarter and some change. Tyler Shuck's looking really good in this game, but that's about all we got to say about the Saints. No one else is really looking that good, in my opinion. All right, let's check Twitter here. Let's look around the league, see what's going on, because there's a lot that happens during these games that we miss. Because our attention's on this one game, but there are a bunch of other games going on too, so I'd like to see if there's anything notable going on. And yeah, the Texans have been pulling starters in their game. I'm not sure why, because I mean, I guess the division's out of play because Jacksonville's blowing out the Titans, so I guess they just don't care about being the 5 or 6 seed, because if they lose today, chances are they're going to be the 6th seed. Buffalo will probably pass them in the standings, so are they trying to avoid the AFC North winner for real? I doubt that would be the case, but I guess it's possible. Hey, Sudoku, how you doing? Congratulations to your Seahawks. Big win last night. Love to see it. As I've maintained, Panthers fans are rooting for Sam Darnold, so that's cool. I enjoyed the memes last night, though, saying the Panthers fans really had to lose to Baker Mayfield and then watch Sam Darnold get the 1 seed for Seattle. I didn't think about that at all. I'm just watching Sam happy that he's doing well, but okay, go off memes page. Got a commercial break here. We await the return of the game. Falcons still keep the lead. Gotta hold on. You think they just saw they have no chance at the division? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely... I'm sure that has to be a factor, for sure, but... Do they really not care about getting the 5 or 6 seed? I would just think you'd rather be the 5 seed and get the AFC North winner rather than having to play Jacksonville again, but... Because that's probably what it'd be, right? They play Jacksonville, but... I don't know, maybe they want Jacksonville. Maybe they feel really good about a matchup against the Jags in the playoffs. I don't know. It's just interesting. Hey, Joel, welcome on in. Yeah, cheering on the Falcons. The new motto is keep rising. Honestly, that's much better than rise up. I like that. Somebody tell the Atlanta, whoever comes up with their mottos, just tell their social media team they can get on that. Well, 13-10, we got 2:15 here in the third quarter. Here, back to Twitter here, see if I missed anything else. I'm rooting for Atlanta because I don't want a team to make the playoffs because of the refs. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hopefully they hold on. I think they've led the entire game, so if they lose this, it'll be a bit of a choke. Just a little bit of a choke. Oh, let's see. Well, hey, congratulations to the Jags. They've won the AFC South. That remarkable year for them. Remarkable year. Myles Garrett, we're still on sack watch for him. He has not gotten a sack. Really want him to. Why is Trevor Lawrence still in the game? Is he seriously still in the game for the Jags? Jacksonville should be pulling starters. What are they doing? Okay. Alright, so it doesn't look like I've missed much else while watching this game. Oh, apparently Cam Ward got injured earlier, so hopefully he's okay. That sucks. Max Brosmer's in the game for the Vikings, and that's going about as you'd expect it to go. All right, we got a return here for the Falcons. Across the 30, Makes it to the 35. Pretty good return there. All right, let's get a touchdown this drive. Let's extend that lead to 10. Let's take over this game. Shuck looks ridiculous in this game, though, at times. Like, throw it across his body on the run. Atlanta's leaving guys open, but Shuck is still having to make these plays. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Only seen one playoff win this thus far. Hope that changes this year. Hey, I hope so, too. I hope so, too. So what results are you rooting for come playoff time? Because who do you hope to face in your first playoff game? I mean, there's a path where the 5-seeded Rams win their game and they are the lowest seed remaining, so I'm guessing you don't want that. But, are you hoping for Green Bay or San Francisco? Clayton Tune versus Max Brosmer. Green Bay has... that can't be real. Negative 23 passing yards? I mean... that's wild, man. I don't have anything interesting to say on that. That's just wild. Wow. I mean, I know Green Bay doesn't care about this week and all, but still. Anyone except the Rams. Okay. You want Green Bay to beat Chicago. Oh, we got a first down Atlanta. Let's go. Caught by Kyle Pitts, the legend. Very good tight end. You should definitely draft in fantasy football next year. That's good stuff. Across the 45-yard line. First and 10. Keep the sticks moving. There we go. 16 minutes away from an NFC South crown. Atlanta, come through for us. Atlanta will be my new second favorite team in the division if they can win today. Trust. Here we go. Under a minute here in the third quarter. They got it at their own 47. Cousins under center. Player in motion. He takes the snap. Algier in the backfield fakes the handoff. Pressure comes. He throws. It is open. It's caught into Saints territory. Let's go. Down around the 40-yard line. Atlanta is moving. Heck yeah, Drake London. I always liked Drake London. I've always been a Drake London fan. Definitely don't try to prove that statement incorrect. Or to prove it wrong, whatever. Definitely like Drake London. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Way to go, Atlanta. Move it forward. Move it forward. Now take a deep shot here. Let's get this into the end zone. Last play of the third quarter coming up here. Cousins under center. Algier still in the backfield. See what we do here. Player in motion. Cousins takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Algier, who's going to get swallowed up. He's going to lose about 4 yards there. Atlanta, bad. Bad. That was bad. We don't want that. All right. Well, that will end the third quarter here. Atlanta still leads 13-10. When we return, they will have possession still in Saints territory. It'll be 2nd and 14 coming up. 15 more minutes, you guys. 15 more minutes. It's either going to be an embarrassing choke where we're just sad, or Atlanta's going to hold on and do us a huge favor. All right. We'll see. Everyone's saying the NFC South winners and instant loss. I don't know. I feel like it's possible against the Rams. I agree. We would be the type of team to go 8-9, get a little bit lucky to win our division, and then randomly pull an upset in the playoffs. We could absolutely do that. And heck, we've already beaten the Rams one time without J.C. Horn and Trayvon Moehrig, our two best players in that secondary. So if we could do it once, we can absolutely do it again. Do I think we will? Heck no. If I'm being honest with you, no, I don't. I expect us to go one and done. I don't think it's a guarantee, though. I'm not guaranteeing anything. The Rams are probably still my Super Bowl pick, though, so yeah. 7 years can end today. It can, man. It can. Now, one drought that won't end this year, unfortunately, is our years without a winning season. We haven't had one of those since 2017, so yeah, we did at 7-8-1. We got in and we won a playoff game. I don't remember which year that was. That might have been. It was pre-Super Bowl team. It was a pre-Super Bowl. What was that year? I think I remember watching that game. I hope I'm not about to prove myself wrong by looking it up. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it was. It was the 2014 season. We went 7-8-1. Finished with a losing record, but we defeated the Cardinals in the wild card round. We like playing Arizona. I know we lost to them this year, but generally we do very well against the Cardinals. Of course it was them that year. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Let me check the scores here real quick. Texans are actually winning now. They pulled starters and went from losing to winning. That's okay, sure. Dallas is still trailing by 14. They pulled starters at halftime, which is a shame for Dak Prescott because if he plays the whole game, there's a good chance that he would go on to lead the league in passing. I think Stafford was going to get there anyway, but at least Dak would have had a chance. Let's see. The Browns still lead the Bengals. They have 2 defensive touchdowns, I'm pretty sure. Only 3 points on offense, but hey, they'll take it. Myles Garrett got a sack! Yes! Let's go! Congratulations, Myles Garrett, the single-season sack leader. That's awesome. And Atlanta completes a pass, and New Orleans decides they don't want to tackle, but then the guy runs backwards, so he actually lost some yardage after the catch. So, good job, Darnell Mooney. That, wonderful. Okay. Anywho, there's a 7-9 team. I don't remember that one. But yeah, it is usually the NFC South. It's usually the NFC South that sends a team with a losing record to the playoffs. I know, man. We were just saying that. We were just congratulating him. Myles Garrett did it. I'm so happy, man. That's awesome. We got to witness NFL history this year. No matter what your stance is on that team and that player, like, that is awesome. We got to witness history. Wide open receiver caught for the first down on 3rd and 10. Atlanta. Darnell Mooney redeems himself here and keeps the chains moving. Heck yeah. All right. Darnell Mooney, we were critical of him a moment ago, but that time he's wide open, makes a nice grab on the sideline. Heck yeah, man. Okay. All right, Atlanta, come on. Let's get a touchdown here. Let's get a touchdown. Under 14 minutes to go. At the 28-yard line of New Orleans. Cousins to take the snap. Gonna give this ball to Algier, who's got some room. He's gonna make it about 6 yards upfield, down around the 23-yard line. Algier, hey, we like him. He's good too. We like any Falcons player who does well today. Hey, they're showing the sack now. There's the Cleveland players celebrating. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. I love that, man. Good for Cleveland fans. That's literally the only thing they have had for most of this year. So I'm glad that they've been watching through the misery, so I'm glad that they at least got to enjoy that. It is 2nd and 5 now. Cousins under center. Algier still the back out there. Where's Bijan Robinson? Oh, wait. Is that Robinson and I'm just blind? Yeah, that's Robinson. My bad. And Robinson gets nowhere. He's just completely stuffed. It's 3rd and 5. Atlanta, please. Please. Touchdown, not field goal. Good grief. Barkley should have started week 18 last year, could have broken a record. As a fan, I wish he had, because I think that would have been awesome, but I also respect the heck out of him for being willing to sit out and not risk an injury and be ready for the playoffs, because, I mean, they went on to win it all, right? Maybe if he plays that week, it doesn't go their way. We'll never know, but I'm fine with that decision. Just, I think that was a good decision by them. Just, it sucks that we didn't see the record. Cousins to throw on 3rd and 6, wide open, and it's a first down. Kyle Pitts! Bro, I don't care. I'm drafting you in the first round next year if you keep this up. Let's go. 12 minutes and counting down now in this game. Atlanta inside the New Orleans 20. A touchdown here has us feeling really good. Okay. All right. Hey, Steve, welcome on in. Come on, New Orleans, for the life of Tampa and King Baker. Nah, no. Mm-mm. I don't care what the refs want. I don't care how much they got paid in that game yesterday. The Falcons are going to come through. I can't believe I'm saying that. Why do I actually have faith in Atlanta right now? The receiver's open. He floats it. It's caught anyway. Kyle Pitts. Did they call that out? They call it in. Okay, we're good. That's going to go for about 8 yards to just shy of the first down marker. I wish Cousins had not floated that as much. Maybe he had to get it there. I don't know. He barely got it there. Like, the defender actually tipped that. But Pitts got the catch. But hang on. Wait, are his feet in bounds? Oh, shoot. That might come back. No, they called it incomplete. Good grief. And I hate it, but I think that was the right call. 1 foot down. Nope, yeah, his toe is out of bounds. Dude, wear some white cleats next time. Alright. Oh, the 7-19 was the 2010 Seahawks. Beat the defending champion Saints in the wildcard round. Nice. Yeah, Beastquake. Man, that must have been really cool to witness back then. I didn't watch football back then. I don't think you did either, but I imagine that would have been a really cool moment to witness. See, there's precedent numerous times that where a losing team makes the playoffs and wins the playoff game. Don't count us out if we get in. Cousins to throw on 2nd and 10, and he's going to go down. Loses a couple in that one. Yeah, Myles Garrett just broke it a few minutes ago. He just broke it, got a sack. So, yeah, we witnessed history this year. How cool is that? And I do not care that it took until the Week 18 game. I do not care. Doesn't matter to me. Is Bajan ever getting close to beast mode? Oh, I doubt it. Because they're different types of running backs, aren't they? So I don't think he would be close. Like, it'd be a hard comparison. He's more like the Christian McCaffrey type. Cousins going for it all here. It is. Oh, it's incomplete. Drake London trying to make a super athletic catch. If he held on to that, that would have been amazing. McKinstry in coverage there. They were both getting handsy over there. Honestly, you could have thrown the flag for defensive PI. I think, man, I don't know. They were both fighting for it though. I don't know. Even still, like, that was really close to being caught. Drake London probably should have caught that. We've seen him catch more difficult passes this year. But Atlanta's going to settle for 3 again from 38 yards out. Gonzalez, the sleeper agent out of Carolina. 38-yard attempt. It is up, and that's going to be good. 16-10. Atlanta extends that lead, but it is still only a 6-point game. Look clean to me. All right. That's one of those calls that just depends on the crew, I think, because there's definitely contact, but it's also mutual, so they're both going for it. So in general, I wouldn't call that. I mean, the fact I had to think on it would say it's probably not the right call. I don't know. Alrighty. Let's check around the league here, see if anything's happening. Obviously, Myles Garrett got the sack record, so we're really happy about that. Jacksonville is up 34-7. That result's been decided for a while. Finally, they have backups in the game. They kept their starters in for far too long. Trevor Lawrence ends the day with 255 yards passing. That's ridiculous. I tell you what, if Trevor Lawrence played this way all season, he'd be the MVP. That might seem like a hot take. That might sound crazy, but I think he really would have a good case. The Jags win more than the 13 games they've already won. But anyway, you agree with the no call? Fair enough. Turns out it was Brad Allen last night. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of hate because, yeah, he officiated the 2023 Cowboys-Lions game. Yeah, Brad Allen is really, really, really bad at his job. And it's amazing that he still has a job. And he should be fired. He should never be allowed to set foot on a football field ever again. And yeah, he is going to be back a year or two later, ruining somebody's season. Honestly, I hate the theories and all, but I wouldn't be shocked if he had money on that game. Colts lead 27-26. I see that. They took the lead here with a 39-yard field goal from Groupie. Okay. So Texans and Seahawks have both given up 292 points on the season, which leads the NFL. Can the Colts please score again? Oh, man. I didn't even realize that was something on the line this week. Dang. I definitely didn't expect the Colts to be scoring so many points. And they did most of the damage against the Texans starters, right? So, what the heck, Houston? Also, is Riley Leonard just good? Dart has looked good today as well. True, but he's playing... No, I don't think he looked good in the first half, based on the box score. I didn't watch the game, obviously, but... Box score said he was fine. In the second half, he's played against backups, so I'm... Yeah, most of his damage, it looks like, has come in the second half. So, just take it lightly. Bright future for Dart, though. I strongly disagree with anyone saying the Giants should trade him away and draft Fernando Mendoza. I am a Mendoza guy, but when Dart has shown you as much as he has this year, you don't trade him away. Is Rivers? No, it's the rookie Riley Leonard today. You're clearly fine going to Jacksonville over Baltimore or Pittsburgh. Yeah, apparently. Very interesting. I would like to be playing for the 5 seed over the 6 seed, but I guess you're just going to prioritize the health of your players. I guess you decided it's not that big of a difference. I mean, I guess the only way it really backfires is if you view the matchups evenly enough. I guess the only real damage would be if you somehow meet the Bills in the AFC Championship game and they host it because they're a higher seed. But if that happens, you're celebrating that you're even in the AFC Championship game. Yeah, the former Duke man. Yeah, he was really good at Duke. He was a big reason that program started to turn around. I know everyone credits Mike Elko there, but Riley Leonard played a big role there. And he was pretty solid at Notre Dame. Shuck gets a fast throw out here. It's going to be incomplete. Austin couldn't bring that one in. Yeah, Bills are probably going to be the 5 seed if they beat the Jets today. So, as long as they show up to the game, they are going to be the 5 seed after today. It looks like. Although Houston could still win. It's a 1-point game right now. So, 1 quarter left. Why would it be fun going to Jacksonville? Isn't going to Baltimore, Pittsburgh better? See, that's what I would think too. Like those are weaker teams, but Jacksonville's a familiar opponent, so maybe they just internally they really believe that they can go there and beat them again. I mean, they beat them with a backup quarterback earlier this year, right? That may have been Jacksonville's most recent loss, actually. It's a choice. It is a choice. So it'll be Bills taking on the winner of the AFC North. I'm going to pick the Bills to win that game. Spoiler alert. Jags Texans, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do for that one. That's going to be a tough game to predict. And then it'll be Chargers Patriots, unless they beat Denver today with Trey Lance, which, hey, would we even be surprised? 3rd and 5 for Shuck. He's got time. He throws. It's caught for the... No, he dropped it. Let's go. That is incomplete. It's going to be a 3 and out, and New Orleans is going to have to punt. All right. So, in fact, it is the lack of playmakers healthy for this game impacting them here. They keep throwing to this Austin Jr. guy, and he keeps dropping the ball. That is the 3rd drop we've seen, and I've only been on here for the 3rd and 4th quarter. And I've seen the guy drop the ball at least 3 times. So that's crazy. No shame on him. He's one of these guys who has to step up because of all the injured players, and he's made some plays. But yeah, you gotta take advantage when you have the ball thrown right into your hands. That's tough. We'll take it, though. 3 and out, and New Orleans punts. Come on, Atlanta. Let's get a good return. We need at least 3 points in this drive. Fielded at the 16. Gonna take it up. He's running sideways. No. Oh, he makes it up to the 20. Down around the 24. Okay. All right. The Jets have 0 interceptions on the year. Yeah, around the season. The record for fewest picks in a year is 2. They have 1 game left to avoid infamy. Honestly, I don't think they're going to get a turnover or an interception today. Unless the Bills put in their backups at some point. And Trubisky comes... Trubisky's the backup there still, right? I think. Or did he leave? Trubisky or whoever comes in, that would be the best case scenario for the Jets trying to get an interception. But I feel like the Jets are not going to get that interception. And I don't hate the Jets or anything, but I am going to root for that because I think that's really funny. And it is Trubisky, the backup for Buffalo, so there you go. Oh, let's see. The Giants, it looks like they're going to win to go down in the draft order, which wouldn't be that big of a difference this week, I guess. Like, you're going from... Oh, you're not falling outside the top 5 or 6, I think. But also a week ago, you were playing for the 1 overall pick, so whoops. The Jags lead 41-7. I mean, Tennessee, what happened? You guys have been so competitive lately. That's too bad, man. It's too bad. Rigoberto is an awesome name. Absolutely. That's awesome. Real talk, the fact Shuck is doing this with no weapons is insane. Yeah, can't lie. Can't lie. He's having a good game with no weapons. Previously, we could say he had Chris Olave, and Juwan Johnson is a very underrated tight end, but... Yeah. Yeah. As a hater, I will also say, though, he has to pass the ball because he has no run game to work with. Most people probably look at that as a positive, but I refuse to because I'm a hater. Dang it, they got a franchise quarterback, didn't they? Yeah. The good news is he's an old rookie, so he's not going to be... he's not going to get that good, you would think. Hopefully this is the best he's going to be, you know? All right. The Browns are still winning with 2 minutes to go, but Cincinnati's driving downfield. It would be classic Cleveland to break the sack record, or have Garrett break the sack record, and then end up blowing it in the end of the game. That would happen. All right. Return to action here. 16-10 remains the score. Atlanta, hold on. We are so close here. We are so close. Again, I don't care about anyone who criticizes the 8-9 NFC South champion if it's us, because I think the whole world knows we were getting hosed yesterday. So thanks, refs. I think people will actually be rooting for us to some degree. And if Tampa gets it, I think people will be rooting against them. But I'm biased. What do I know? Atlanta at the 24. Cousins, here we go, takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson, who's got some room, makes a guy miss, only ends up getting about 3 or 4 yards. Felt like he could get even more. Not able to, unfortunately, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Man, who knew that sweeping Atlanta this season would actually have that big of a role in the season? Like, that would be the reason we make the playoffs if Atlanta wins today, is because we have a 3-1 record against Tampa and Atlanta combined, and Tampa would be 2-2 and Atlanta would be 1-3. All of us at 8-9. The last one was against Miami in the final week of the 2025 season, so I'm just saying they can do something good this week. True. Good. I was on another Panthers chat, and lots of people were hating on Bryce. 40% in the poll wanted him gone. Dang. I maintain... Oh, hang on. Kyle Pitts with the first down and a little bit more across the 40. Let's go, Pitts. Always been a Kyle Pitts fan. Definitely always believed in him. Yep. I'm just going to be a fan of whichever Falcons players help us out today. I want Bryce back next year. He has made progress every season so far. And what else are we going to do next year, right? If we could somehow trade for a guy like Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow and it not be too insanely expensive to do so, then sure, we can do that. If we don't get one of those guys, what are we doing? What do you want us to do? Those of us who want Bryce gone. If there was an option out there, we could talk about... Oh, no! Cousins gets sacked there on 1st and 10. That's Chase Young. Didn't see him coming. We're down to 8 minutes now. And that's going to be second and very long. Shoot, man. Okay. But yeah, I don't want Bryce gone. And there were a lot of people blaming the loss in Bryce yesterday, which he made one crucial mistake. Yeah, but that's not what hurt us. It was the refs and the non-existent run game, which, by the way, apparently that was the 4th fewest rushing yards we've ever had in a game in franchise history. Yeah, it was that bad. That bad. But I'm not blaming Bryce, and we need him back. I want to bring in competition. Robinson with a running back screenplay. He's going to lose 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 22 or 23. What the heck, man? Atlanta, why? They're going to throw, aren't they? If the Falcons beat the Jets, they would be playing... It's pretty crazy, isn't it? The number of things we needed to go right for us to even be in this situation, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Even just the one crucial thing, the Falcons beating the Rams last week, that was already really crazy. All right, 3rd and 23 after Cousins took a big sack and then a 4 or 5 yard loss on a screenplay. Cousins dropping back to throw, and it was a check down, except he couldn't get it to Algier. Bad miss. It's 4th and 23, and they're going to punt. My gosh. 6:38 on the clock. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Okay. Well, now I'm nervous. I felt really good there for a minute. Can we fire Bowles now that we aren't making the playoffs? I would fire him either way too, yeah. I never liked him there. I never thought he was the reason they were winning. But apparently the people in that building disagree, and as a Panthers fan, I'm here for it. John Gruden to the Bucs would be insane. I can't imagine. All right, we got a punt here. New Orleans fields it at the 22, makes it across the 25, makes it to... No, he's running backwards. He had it at the 30, but he's going backwards. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? He goes down at the 24-yard line. He could have had it at the 30, but he went backwards. Dude is trying too hard to make a play. All right. I mean, I'm cool with that, obviously, but it still baffles me when professional athletes do that. You have the yards right there. Why are you going backwards? You got all these high-level athletes coming after you at full speed, trying to tackle you to the ground, and you're going to go backwards when you can go forwards? I don't know about that. Yeah, Atlanta choke time is now due. Yeah, we'll see. Atlanta D is their biggest strength and the reason they hang on. Yeah, but also that could be why they choke, because you don't expect their defense to fold right now, so that's why it'll happen, right? I hope not. If I say it, then it can't happen, right? If I name the possibilities, it won't be. All right. Yeah, Tampa's not going to fire Bowles. I don't know why. They're just too hesitant to move on. Even though they let Liam Cohen leave, they let Canales leave. I think they're both better coaches than Bowles. Say what you will about Canales, but I do like him better than Bowles. Still has a lot of growing to do. Oh, hey. This game doesn't matter, but Cincinnati just took the lead against Cleveland. I respect Cincinnati for leaving their starters in and playing it out, unlike a team like Dallas, who pulled their starters at halftime. Cincinnati fans get to watch this game and enjoy one more win, possibly. Get to see Joe Burrow play again. I don't think he's leaving Cincinnati, but if he is, at least they got to see him play once more. Shedeur Sanders is not the guy in Cleveland, by the way. Just putting that out there. I think we all know that now, and we've had enough games where we can all collectively just agree that he's probably not going to be the guy there. Early on, if you said that, you were just a hater, or according to some people on the internet, you were a racist if you said that. Hope that's not still the case, but yeah, I would love for Shedeur Sanders to turn things around, but he's going to need a lot of time based on how his rookie year's going. I still think that he should have gone sooner in the draft, but yeah, not looking good today. Not looking good this year. Cleveland's going to be really interesting to watch this offseason, man. I don't know what they're doing at quarterback. They're not going to get Mendoza. He's going 1 overall. Like, I guess they could get Dante Moore. I guess they could get Ty Simpson. I honestly, if I'm Cleveland, I'm not going to get either guy. I'm going to draft somebody at a different position of need, and I'm just going to build the roster around the quarterback of the future. Maybe give Shedeur another season. If that doesn't work, then you move on. The Giants are going to win, so congrats to them. They're going to have a 4-win season, I guess. Oh, hello, Gaming with G. How you doing? How you doing? Got a handoff here by New Orleans. Estime is going to get about 4 or 5 yards. Let's see. Bryce owns the Falcons and told them to win. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, right? What about Morris? I've heard that Morris is probably safe. Actually, it's interesting. I heard that he's safe, but the GM is on the hot seat, which makes no sense to me. The GM's the one who's acquired all this talent for Atlanta. If you're going to fire him, you may as well fire both guys. If you're going to keep one, you keep the GM and not the coach, in my opinion. But like Tampa keeping Bowles, I'd be happy with Atlanta keeping Morris. Dallas said we done. Yeah, they sure did. Dallas is going to lose. Giants up 3 scores. They just ruined their tank. It's amazing, isn't it? Handoff here by the Saints. He's going to hit the first down. What happened to the Atlanta run defense? I mean, as far as I had seen, New Orleans had no run game, and now Estime is suddenly having all this room to run. All right. Sure, Devin, sure. Packers kicked a chip shot field goal as the clock hit 0 to lose. Honestly, I love that. You don't want to get swept by your rival, or shut out. Sorry, I'm mixing up words. Today, I really am sleep deprived, so that's going to be my excuse, even though I would be mixing up words regardless. I love that for Green Bay, though, that they kick the chip shot field goal to make sure they don't get shut out. I would hate to get shut out by a rival, even if the game is meaningless. Hey, what's good, Socks? Welcome on in. Appreciate you popping in for a minute. What's good? We're going to find out in 4.5 minutes of gameplay. We'll see if it's good or if we're depressed. All right, here we go. Shuck looking to throw on 2nd and 1. Oh my gosh, he's going to run, and he has open field. He's across the 40, the 30, the 25, and he slides down deep in Atlanta territory. What are you doing? You need somebody to be spying on this guy. You have seen him time and time again take off running this year. You don't have anyone there to pick up on him? Like, there's no one there for 30 yards. No one there. He just runs straight for 30 yards. They mark him down at the 23. 4 minutes to go. It's a handoff here. Evan Hull, I believe, gets about 3 yards. I still don't know why New York win against Las Vegas since the news saying they're talking about Fernando Mendoza to replace Dart. Yeah, I also don't understand why anyone was saying that New York should replace Dart with Mendoza, but yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Come on, New Orleans. Thank you, Atlanta. Thank you, Atlanta. Choke, choke, choke. Yeah, we'll see. There's still a lot of time left, even if they score. Atlanta just needs a field goal, and sleeper agent Zane Gonzalez can win it for us. Shuck throwing for it all here. That is incomplete. Thank goodness the receiver could not get there. That is Ronnie Bell, a name most people have not heard. I'm pretty sure that is a receiver, a young receiver out of Purdue. I'm going to fact check that right now. Nice effort there by him, though, going arms extended out to try to get that catch, but it was just a little overthrown. Almost got it. He almost got it. It was a little overthrown, though. Either that or the receiver just wasn't fast enough. But these are guys that Shuck hasn't had to play with a good bit this year, so. Ronnie, oh no, he went to Michigan. I must be thinking of a different guy. David Bell? Here we go. 3:24 on the clock from the 20. Shuck takes the snap. He throws. It's picked off! Yes! Yes! Take that back! 40, midfield, across the 40, the 30, and he goes out of bounds in New Orleans territory. Let's go! Yes! Atlanta's got the ball in New Orleans territory in field goal range with 3:14 on the clock. Tyler Shuck just gave us the NFC South. Let's go! Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Is this really, you guys? Are we doing the anti-choke here for Atlanta? Are they actually going to come through? 6-point lead here. They got the ball in Saints territory after a big interception. I was told Tyler Shuck's the Rookie of the Year, though. Ted McMillan just won that award. We just need a field goal. Heck yeah, we just need a field goal here, and this game is over. And they have it at the Saints' 27-yard line. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that. Alright, here we go. 1st and 10, Cousins under center. Just hand this ball off. You're in field goal range anyway. Here we go. Cousins takes the snap, hands it off to Algier, and he's going to get about 4 yards there. Watch the field goal get blocked and return for a touchdown. I will lose my mind. No. Please no. Please no. Thank you, Shuck. You shall receive a pass to watch us in the playoffs. Food and drink on us. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. We are under 3 minutes away from winning the NFC South and hosting a playoff game. Again, I don't care that our record's 8-9. Don't count us out. I don't think we're winning a playoff game, but don't count us out. We've beaten the Rams once before. We can do it again. Dang it. And again, we should have won yesterday too, which I think most of the country agrees. We were definitely did not have help from the refs. Oh, sorry, the Saints burnt a timeout, so the clock stopped at 3:09. We're not under 3 minutes. 2nd and 6. Cousins hands it off to Algier, and he's not going to get very far. Again, it's fine. They just need a field goal, and the game is all but over. Timeout used by New Orleans here. That is their second one. All right, let's look around the league here. What else has happened? Yeah, the Vikings won 16-3. The Jags won 41-7. The Texans actually lead right now, but 8 minutes to go in that game. Somehow. All these other games are going much faster, I guess. Yeah, Dallas is going to lose. They gave up at halftime. Cleveland is actually in Cincinnati territory. Are they going to win? Good grief. 20-18 would be such a strange score if they win with a field goal. Hey, we were just talking about them saying Shador's not having a good day, but it looks like he has a chance to lead a game-winning drive. Good for him. Good for him. They're going to attempt a 49-yard field goal to win it as time expires in Cleveland. All right. I forgot that Burrow loses to Cleveland once a year. All right, 3rd and 4 here. If you get the first down, we're feeling amazing. Cousins hands it off. Algier is not going to get very far. That's okay. This should be an easy field goal for Gonzalez. Clock is stopped at 2:57. The Saints have burnt their last of three timeouts. They're out now. Gonzalez Come on, man. I've said it numerous times today. I'm going to say it again, even though it's completely false, but we're going with it anyway. Sleeper agent from Carolina, the former Panthers kicker here, trying to make this a win for Atlanta. He's got most of their points. Can he do it again? As long as I don't miss or it gets blocked. It better not. It better not. Vikings would have made the playoffs if the Packers didn't have 1 second left in the Cowboys game. That's wild. Then again, the Packers probably would have played as many starters as they could this week too. But they still would have been down quarterbacks. I don't know. People are going to complain about the Vikings missing the playoffs though when the 8-9 team makes it in. So when the Panthers or not the Falcons, wow, Panthers or Bucks make it in, Vikings fans are going to be like, we should have made it in. It's a 1-win difference. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Kick is up, and Gonzalez comes through again. The kick is good from 38 yards. 19-10 is the score. Atlanta, we might owe you the biggest thank you of all time. We have 2:52 on the clock. Shuck and the offense for New Orleans, they've got 0 timeouts. They're going to have to score really fast here, and they're not going to have timeouts left, so they can't even go back on defense or the clock's going to be run out. Like, they're going to need an onside kick. At this point, if Atlanta loses, it would be one of the bigger chokes that we've seen from them. Which, yeah, I guess that's possible knowing Atlanta, but I feel really good about this right now. This also means the Lions finish in last place. That's also crazy. Imagine somebody telling you that before the season. I probably wouldn't have believed it. I wanted to see Max Prosper in a playoff game. Really, I wanted to see 9. In McCarthy's alter ego, I want to see 9 in the playoffs. Who's complaining about 9 missing the playoffs, right? Right? Yeah, I haven't seen anyone yet, but you just know there are already so many people complaining about an 8-9 NFC South champion. When in reality, if you keep them out and put the next best team in by record, it would be the 9-8 Vikings. So, by record, yeah, if you want to do it by record, sure, the Vikings get in, but do you really think the Vikings are going to do anything? Not with that offense. We have more potential than most 8-9 teams here in Carolina, in my opinion. We've shown that. We've already beaten the Rams and Packers this year, although the win over the Packers, we keep mentioning that, but it feels a lot less impressive at this point. It still counts, though. Got kickoff here. New Orleans is going to kneel this out in the end zone. 2:52 on the clock. Just under 3 minutes away from our first division win in 10 years. Not since our Super Bowl season have we won the NFC South. We're so close. The refs rigged it for us yesterday. Rigged it against us, I should say. I'm exaggerating, but it felt like they rigged it. But despite that, Atlanta is coming through. Just don't give up a touchdown like right now. The Browns won. Oh, I forgot they were attempting the game-winning field goal. Shedeur Sanders with a game-winning drive. How about that? Wow, good day for Browns fans, eh? Yeah, some very interesting results here. All right, Shug dropping back to pass. He's going to throw short. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect there. 2:49 on the clock. At this point, I feel like we're just counting down until the game ends. We're just waiting it out because how is New Orleans supposed to come back? That interception by Shug on that last drive, that killed it. That killed it. Great job by Atlanta's defense. Falcons squad gets a free pass as well, and a luxury hotel in North Carolina. Man. You know, yeah, I've heard so much crap from Atlanta fans last offseason and during the season, and we're probably going to hear a lot of talk from them this offseason too. Even after this game, we'll probably hear it. I don't care. I'm chill with them right now. Shuck on the run here. He's going to keep running. Going to make it to the 40 before going out of bounds. Leonard at the Houston 4, man. Yeah, I see 4th and 2 at the Houston 4. Or they should just kick the field goal, right? Or you know what? They got nothing to play for. They may as well just go for it. I don't know. Either approach is acceptable. Oh, they kicked the field goal. Okay. Yeah, since the 15-1 season by Atlanta, it's amazing. That was our one loss that year to Atlanta. Before this year, it seemed like we just always split with the Falcons, but we got the sweep this year, and that might be one of the biggest reasons we make the playoffs. Shuck on 3rd and 6 is complete. It's a check down, and he's going to be short of the first down. All right, we can officially end the game here with a stop on 4th and short. Come on, Atlanta. Let's get the job done. Wrap this thing up. Yeah, well, we're all going to have the same record as Atlanta. We'll all be 8-9, but we have the best record against all the opponents. Shuck's going to hand it off on 4th and 1, and I don't know if he got there. Yeah, he got there. He fought for it. I think he got there. That's going to take the clock all the way down to the 2-minute warning, though. New Orleans is done unless they score on this drive, get an onside kick, and then score again. Raheem Morris, it looks like he wants to challenge the spot in that last play. Not sure. He's holding his challenge flag, but he didn't throw it. Okay. All right. Yeah, Indy leads 30-29. I mean, if Houston doesn't care about that game, I guess we shouldn't either. Is that the correct approach here? All right, 2-minute warning here. We are 2 minutes away, Panthers fans. We are 2 minutes away from winning the NFC South for the first time since our Super Bowl season. We are so close. It's been so long. We have suffered for so long, but we are so close right now. We're almost there. Atlanta's going to do us a huge favor, and I will do my best to not talk down about Atlanta this next offseason. That probably won't last very long, but I'm going to do my best anyway, because they came through. Barring an embarrassing collapse, they've come through. So we can actually talk playoffs now. This is so crazy. So, Panthers fans, let me hear from you. Are you hoping we get the Rams, or are we going to root for Arizona later and hope that LA loses and we get San Francisco? Because I've had the opinion that if we get the Rams again, I'd be stunned if we beat them a second time. Just 2-0 against the Rams would be crazy. But San Francisco, I feel like we stand a decent chance in a rematch at home. Either way, we're underdogs, don't get me wrong. We are expected to lose regardless, but I don't know. Who do you guys think you'd rather face? Congrats. Hey, thank you. Assuming Atlanta holds on here, we're playoff bound. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess the Texans want the Jags. Me personally, I'd want the AFC North champion, but I don't know. We did look more convincing against the Rams. That is true. That's true. But we needed both of those interceptions that Stafford threw. We didn't really stop their offense aside from those plays. Yeah, first playoff appearance for us since the 2017 season. And in that year, we made the playoffs and lost to the Saints. And that sucked. One of the many reasons that I despise New Orleans. Last time we were in the playoffs, it was a loss to the Saints. Now, if we lose to San Francisco or LA next week, I'm not going to hate either team because of that. I mean, it's the expected result. And I don't hate either team already, so. Bills are my second team, so keeping an eye on this. Oh, nice. Hey, Panthers, Bills, Super Bowl? I'd be okay with that. Either we win it all or Bills Mafia finally gets to go celebrate a Super Bowl. There are actually a lot of teams in the field this year I'd be okay seeing win it all. It'll be very fun to watch the playoffs. All right, return to the game here. 2 minutes on the clock. Shuck, shotgun formation at the 45. Here we go. Takes the snap. They bring pressure. He's on the move. He throws across the field. Is open. It's caught inside the 30. All right. Low-key, should they just set up and go for a field goal here? Field goal right now and then onside kick? I don't know. I mean, I think they're going to score in this drive, so we're just waiting for the onside kick. Shuck looking to throw. It's caught. It's going to go across the 20. First down. Down around the 16. Maybe 15. All right, so they're going touchdown here. That's what they're trying to do. All right. We allowed 30 points. You did. And Sudoku's... oh, yeah, there's Sudoku saying it right there. Yeah. Yeah, Seattle allowed the fewest points in the league with that. That's crazy. Shuck going for the touchdown here. It's going to be one-handed catch. One-handed catch. Heck of a play there by New Orleans. 1:11 on the clock. Great catch by Ronnie Bell, the receiver out of Michigan. So New Orleans gets into the end zone here. 1:11 on the clock. It's going to come down to the onside kick. And I swear, if they convert the onside kick, I might lose my mind. I'm not concerned about them giving up the touchdown. Like, that doesn't matter as long as they get the onside kick. It was always going to come down to that. All right. Great catch by Bell, though. One-handed catch. It's not all hand, like it's kind of holding it like this. That's pretty good. That's a cool catch. You like it. I like to see it. PAT here, very crucial. Kick is up, and it's gonna be good. So if New Orleans gets the onside kick and they make a field goal after that, they win. So the onside kick coming up is going to decide things. The game is either going to end here and Atlanta wins, or New Orleans is going to have life. I'm not nervous. Not really. Like, I believe in Atlanta to be able to do the one thing they should be able to do here. Very high probability. But with their history of choking, it's not a guarantee. Alright. Onside kick is coming up, you guys. Honestly, if I'm Atlanta, I might be burning a timeout here. I might be burning a timeout, just trying to make sure you're ready here, make sure you execute at the highest level possible, because this is the game. Alright. Well, now I'm a little nervous. I believe Atlanta's gonna get this here, but I gotta wait and see, because I'm a little nervous. 17-19 is such a great score, though. We have 18-20 in the Browns-Bengals game, and we're going to get 17-19 here. Very interesting scores, I gotta say. Alright. Again, no timeouts for New Orleans, so if they do not get the onside kick here, Atlanta takes over possession. The Saints are 1 for 1 on onside kicks this season. There's no shot they go 2 for 2, man. I feel alright. I feel alright. We're going to get it here. Come on, Atlanta. Here we go, you guys. This, for the division here, Atlanta, recover this and send us to the playoffs. Here we go. We got it here. It's across the 40, and Atlanta's gonna get it. Let's go. Let's go. The Panthers are gonna go to the playoffs. NFC South champions for the first time in a decade. Keep pounding! Heck yeah! Thank you so much. Rise up, Atlanta Falcons. We appreciate the heck out of you. Oh my goodness. Look, the loss yesterday still sucks. Going 8-9 this year is still a little disappointing. Because we should have gone 9-8. But we're going to the playoffs, dang it. We are going to the playoffs. We're going to host a game. I can't lie, we're probably going to lose. But you know what? We are going to make it. For the first time in 8 years, we're playoff bound. We are the playoff Panthers. Oh my gosh. Let's go, man. Keep pounding, you guys. Yeah, I've never been so scared for an onside kick. Dude, with their history of choking, too, we've needed Atlanta to win 3 games for us this year. Like, they had to beat the Rams. They had to beat Tampa. They made that comeback earlier this year in that game. In the fourth quarter, and they had to win this game, and they got it done every time. Look, I'm chill with Atlanta now. I'm not gonna be hating on them this offseason. Atlanta, we're good until next season when we go back to splitting the season series. Thank you so much, Kirk Cousins, one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. I love to see you succeeding, man. I'll be rooting for you moving forward as usual. Oh my gosh. NFC South champs, it feels so good. I do not care that we're 8-9. I don't care. We're in the playoffs. We've won the division for the first time in a decade. In the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Doesn't even matter what happens next year. We said in the preseason, if we even make the playoffs, we're going to be ecstatic. Let's go, guys. Let's go. No matter what happens next week, even if we lose 40-0, we're happy. We're just happy to be here. Thank you so much, Atlanta. So happy, guys. I'm so happy. Now, I've said that I want to go to the game if we make it in. Honestly, I might still go. We'll see. I'm gonna have to think about it. Like, we're 8-9. I figured if we went, it would be because we won. I don't know. You guys think we should go? It's gonna be something I have to think on. It'll be something I think on this week. We'll see. Might have to see what the prices are to that game, honestly. We'll see what the weather is. My gosh. We're really going to the playoffs. Is this real life? Is this legit? Like, man. What a day, you guys. Honestly, this has been a really crappy week for my sports team so far. I mean, Georgia got eliminated. in the college football playoffs, and then Carolina lost yesterday with some of the worst officiating we've seen in a while. But we made the playoffs. We made it in. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we got some magic left in us. We're due for a win. Already beat the Rams once. Keep an eye on the results today. We'll see who we face next week in Charlotte, hosting a playoff game. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna say we don't belong in. I don't care. The format says if you win your division, you're in, and you host a game. So we will see you in Charlotte next week, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers fans, no matter what happens, just enjoy the feeling now. For all we know, it could be a long time until we win the division again, or we could win it next year. We don't know. We don't know. When we won it in 2015, we probably thought we'd be back winning it again soon. But here we are, a decade later. I don't know what's going to happen moving forward. Just enjoy it while we can, you guys. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the victory. We're going to the freaking playoffs. Man. Let's go, guys. All right, so what else is happening? Honestly, I've not looked at the scores around the league. Did Houston win? Oh, right, they're still playing. Oh, game-winning field goal attempt coming up. Shoot. Hang on. All right, let's stay on for that. That game doesn't even matter at this point, but it does affect which seed Houston will be, so it'll be interesting. We'll watch the end here, react to it for Daniel, our Houston fan here. Position for the game-winning field goal. Oh, shoot, we're going to tune in right at the game-winning field goal attempt. Let's get it. Fairbairn from 43. Man, so Houston's going to win, seriously? You pulled your starters when you were losing and you ended up winning. How does that make any sense? I mean, good grief. That's crazy. Congrats, Houston, assuming you do win. There's still time on the clock, but still. Congrats, Houston. I guess you're going to the AFC North champ. Entire NFC South finished 3-3 in the division. That's crazy. Could honestly see the Saints win the division next season. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you as much as I hate them, and I'm going to refuse to predict it. I could see it too. There's always a worst to first team that wins their division. It might be New Orleans next year. They're going to be they're last in the division this year. That could be them. Could be them. We'll see. I hope it's us though. I'd love to go back to back. I think it would be way too much money to go watch Carolina lose. I mean, it's just the experience to go see my team finally go to the playoffs. Win or lose. Just to be there in that playoff atmosphere in our stadium for the first time in forever. 4-0 with JJ Watt broadcasting is crazy. You need him broadcasting your playoff games. Massive Steelers fan tonight? I will never be, but good luck. I will be rooting for the Ravens. I went to Celtics versus Magic, but I wouldn't go to an NFL playoff game. Colts 8-2 to 8-9. That's really sad, man. Because you can blame that almost exclusively on quarterback injuries, I would say. Their defense down the stretch also collapsed, which you can also point to the injuries. They've had a lot of injuries, apparently, so. Every team gets injuries, man. Unfortunately, it's part of the game. Hopefully, Indy will be better next year. Hopefully, they can come back and keep competing, because this was a really sad collapse. Man. Are we going to Charlotte officially? Man, I'm going to have to think on it. If we'd won yesterday, it would have been, yes, absolutely, I'm going. For some reason, though, us going 8-9 makes me feel... It makes me want to go less, I guess. I don't know. But... Honestly, it might depend on the prices. I mean, look, I've only got so much money, you know? But we'll see. I'm also going to have to check the weather. See if it's bad. If the weather's terrible, that's all the more reason to stay home. Alright, Indy's going to get one play here. 5 seconds on the clock, so probably not going to be anything. Yeah, he'd rather play Pittsburgh. Yeah. Alright, guys, we'll wrap up the stream here right after this play, after this game has ended. We always do these until the end of the early slate. We'll keep an eye on the late slate, too, but I got stuff to do after this, so I'll be on my way. And we'll be back sometime later for Sunday Night Football. I think we'll be on time for it. It might be a little late. We will see. Houston just called timeout, or is that Indy? Somebody called a timeout. Somebody needs a timeout here on the last play of the game. Also, this will lock Buffalo into the 6th seed if they win their game. So that means we would get Bills-Jags. Unless there's another upset somewhere that move the Jags up. Bills-Jags, we said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. That's going to be a great playoff game. I'm really looking forward to that. The strength of the Bills' rushing offense against the strength of the Jags' league best rushing defense. That's going to be a great matchup. Oh, that's nice. There you go. Yeah, you got to go to a win. I've never been to a Panthers game, and I want to go to one where we win. That's been a thing for me. I would like the first game I go to be a win, and I understand that if I go to the playoff game, it's probably not a win. All right, we're going to get the hook and lateral here. One of these days, we're going to see it work again. It's been a while, I feel like. All right, they got it out there 20 still. Now it goes back, and Houston's got the ball. Oh, my gosh, they're going to run it back, aren't they? The big man picked it up and ran it into the end zone. Houston's going to win 38-30 after that. Wow. You love to see that. That's awesome. Big man touchdown to end the game. It doesn't even matter. It does not affect the score. I'm sure somebody who bet on the game is really mad, but hey, it is what it is. Houston got the big man touchdown. That's awesome. Congratulations, Houston. You swept the Colts. And you get the 5 seed. And as some of you said earlier, I just haven't responded until now, the Football for Fun Bowl is still alive. The 8-9 Panthers could go on a run to the Super Bowl. We're not doing that. Don't hear me say that. We're not doing that. But it is still a possibility, and we could meet Houston there. Could you imagine? That would be so insane. King Baker, I'm so sad. See you next season. He'll be back. He'll recover from his injuries this offseason. He'll be back. He'll be good next year. Second ever 12-win season. Nice. Colts still covered, though? Oh. Wait, what was the spread? I thought it was a 7-point spread. I must be mistaken. Not sure why I thought that. But yeah, Houston is officially the 5 seed, so, I mean, if you're going to be a wildcard team, that is the best spot you want to be in. Get the AFC North champ. I'm going to enjoy the Pats game now. That's going to be ugly. The Dolphins are out of, I mean, they got Quinn Ewers playing, so probably won't do too well against that Pats defense, and Achan's not playing, so you shouldn't expect too much from Miami today. Yeah. All right, that's the end of the early slate, and we are going to call it a day here, or call it a stream. We'll be back later tonight for the Sunday Night Football. I got to take off here. Hey, thank you guys for watching. It's a shorter stream here because I didn't start till the second half, but Atlanta came through for us. Rise up, Atlanta. We appreciate you so much. No hate from me today. I'll be back to hating at some point, but not today. So we're going to call it quits here. Thank you all for watching. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subs. We're really close. Appreciate you all. Be back later tonight, and one way or another, we will be there for the playoffs. In Charlotte, hosting a playoff game for the first time in a long time. Can't believe it. Keep pounding, everybody. See you all later. Take care. Enjoy the late slate.